cherubs, my sweet gorgeous peas. I'm feeling a little bit crusty this morning. I did not have the best night's sleep. Also, ignore, I don't know what's going on there, it's wet. Did not have the best sleep last night. No, we didn't, me lover. We're living in Thailand at the minute for a month until we go to Australia, which is very excited. And we're in a hotel and there was a noisy guest there and there was a noisy guest up there. And they like to party until 4 o'clock in the morning, me lovers. So we haven't been sleeping too good. But we're gonna have a good day anyway. I'm actually, sometimes I feel like I feel better after a bad sleep. You know, if I sleep less hours, I feel I have more energy in the morning than if I have a long sleep. I feel less groggy, if you know what I mean. I don't know. But I just thought I would take you along on my day. I feel like I have gotten into a really nice productive routine recently, which feels very nice because I was out of it for a while. Mommy was in a bit of a slump. Yes, indeed she was. So I thought I would just share with you my routine because it's a little bit of a lazy girl routine. I don't do anything crazy. My workouts in the gym at the minute are just very chilled. I am not pushing myself too hard. I feel like I've just really discovered that if you don't push yourself with things too hard, you don't try and get too much work done, you don't try and make every single thing you eat perfect. Perfect doesn't exist, but you know what I mean. If you still allow yourself the things that bring you joy and happiness and are not too strict with anything, not too strict with your diet, not too strict with your workouts, it's just so much more productive. And I've really learned that over the years. And my voice is a little bit raspy. I've really learned that over the years. So I just want to share that with you because I think the internet at the minute is so overwhelming and there are so many of these crazy routines, crazy workouts, you know, the 75-day hard thing. Don't get me started on that. And obviously everyone works completely differently. The way that I work and function might not work for a lot of people, but I just think I've really mastered the productive lazy girl routine because I think I am a little bit of a lazy girl at heart. I think I am, and there's nothing bloody wrong with that. You can still be a productive girl boss. I don't know how I feel about that phrase, but I just said it anyway. You can still be productive and have a really productive routine that works for you and still be a little bit of a lazy girl at heart. You don't need to push yourself to these extreme measures and really burn yourself out because you just end up feeling shit and then you get out of your routine and it's just like this endless cycle. So it's about finding a good balance. Do you know what I mean? Oh, this is about to come off and reveal my tartars. For about 4 or 5 months there, I wasn't really wearing any makeup, which I will say was a godsend for my skin. My skin had never looked better. But for the past few weeks, I have been putting a little bit on just at the start of my day. Just it makes me feel a little bit more put together, a little bit more cute, and I feel like I have kind of fallen back in love with the ritual of putting makeup on. Do you know what I mean? So I have been putting a little bit on. I don't really put any on my eyes just because I'm in the heat and the mascara gets all up on your face and it's very inconvenient, and I think I actually do prefer my face for the most part without any eye makeup on. So I usually just do a little bit of base on my face a little bit of base on my face, and that does me fine. Good morning, lover.
Good morning. Putting on a little bit of makeup.
Putting on a little bit of makeup. This sleek cream blush, why is it not doing? Should I do the influencer thing? Okay, that doesn't work. It's called the Sugar and Spice Cream Blush and I love it. It's like the perfect shade and perfect texture. Oh, that was a lot. Oh my god. Help! Don't worry, we can blend. Okay, there we go. And then I'll do my lip liner and lip gloss just before we leave. And should we go for brekkie?
Yeah, where do you want to go?
Coconut monkey?
For a change?
For a change. Or do you fancy something different?
No.
It's just nice and cheap and delicious. Tip number 1, if you are somebody who gets baby hairs, flyaway baby hairs when they try and do a ponytail, like a slick back ponytail, put a hairband on when your hair is drying, like tie your hair up when it's wet and then put a hairband on and then it will dry like flat to your head. You won't get the little frizzy standy baby hairs. Mine kind of look like devil horns. Tip number 1. Tip number 2 is my lip combo that I've been using for the past year plus, and it's very affordable. This one is just the Barry M lip liner and it's in Toast, and then this is, it's running dry, I need to open my new one. This is the, oh my god, I can't remember the name of the brand and it's come off the packaging, but I'll write it on screen. I just get it from Amazon and It's so good. It's such a good lip gloss. It's not sticky on your lips and it's not too oily either. It's like the perfect consistency. So I do this one. And then, bear with me. Wow, it's giving pea. It's giving hard-boiled egg. Really having to scrape the sides here. I'm so stubborn, I don't know why I don't just open the new one that I've got, but you know when you want to get every single last morsel of product. And then this over the top. Gorgeous. One step in my routine I will never skip. And I know I'm in a hotel right now, but I also always do this at home. I will always make my bed, because then it just kind of stops you getting back into it. And some days you do just want to get back into it, and some days that's okay. You can't just have a day in bed. You can just have a day in bed.
Sorry.
But for the most part, we probably shouldn't be getting back into bed and rotting all day. This is our daughter, Sky. Her back legs don't work, she's so adorable. So I'm a breakfast bitch. I need to start every day with breakfast that's gonna fill me up and satisfy me. Otherwise, I just can't function. So this is what I've been getting the past few days. It's so yummy. It's roasted vegetables, scrambled tofu, and then this is like pulled mushrooms, and it's so delicious. It tastes like duck or pulled pork. It's so good. So you will never catch me intermittent fasting. I am a big breakfast girly. I usually have it within like an hour or so of waking up. I just feel that's what works best for me. So good. The mushrooms, delicious. This whole plate costs like £2.50 or something ridiculous like that. It's so cheap. Okay, so we're back to the hotel room. Jamie's actually gone to the reception to ask if they can check on the man next door, because basically he keeps screaming in the middle of the night and he's really drunk. But we're just quite worried about him because we can see loads of empty alcohol bottles on the balcony and he just keeps making the weirdest noises, and I think he's passed out right now, but he's been locked in his room for like the past 2 days and we're just a bit concerned about him. So we've gone to ask if they can maybe check on him, because I'm scared that he's gonna die in there or something horrible. Anyway, now I am gonna film a couple of TikTok videos. I bought these ceramics yesterday. I will show you them, but I'm gonna do a little bit of an unboxing video. They're so gorgeous, so gorgeous. So I will show you those, and then I'm gonna make a matcha. One of the bowls I bought is actually a bowl for me to whisk my matcha in, because I haven't had one here. I've actually been making my matcha, like whisking it with the water in an ashtray. Yes, indeed I have, but you know, you've got to make do when you're in a hotel room. I'm very excited to have a kitchen very soon. We've actually just been in an Airbnb with a kitchen, but then moved to a different island, so we're just in a hotel room now. And I do miss having a kitchen. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. We're gonna go to the gym at some point, and then we need to do some work on our laptops. There's lots we need to do for going to Australia. I need to register as self-employed. We need to get an Australian bank account. We need to get an Australian tax number. So there's lots to do, so we should probably do some of that today. But for now, it's matcha time. It's matcha time. She's delicious, she's gorgeous, she's refreshing. Tremendous. So for my workouts at the minute, I've just been taking it very easy. One, because it's so hot here. And two, I hadn't been to the gym for about a month, because I had my wisdom teeth taken out. So I was out of business for a while. And so I've just been doing maybe like a 10-20 minute treadmill walk and then a little bit of a dumbbell circuit. Nothing too crazy. I used to think I have Jamie's fucking nose peg for when he goes snorkeling on my finger. I'm such a fidgeter when I talk. I like to fidget with an object. What was I saying?
You said...
Oh, I used to think that every single workout I did had to be this really intense, high intensity calorie burner to make it worth it, but that's just not the case. As long as you're generally moving your body throughout the day and doing a workout that makes you feel good and energized and doesn't completely burn you out, then that's good. And you just need to be, like I say, moving your body, and that can be walking, swimming, running, Pilates, yoga, HIIT, weights, whatever tickles your pickle. There's so many different kinds of workouts, And I think I've learned that lower intensity ones are a lot better for me. Obviously you can have your days where you feel like you can push yourself a little bit more, but it's all about listening to your body and not forcing yourself to do a crazy workout when you know it's probably not what your body needs, especially as women, because we change so much throughout our cycle and our energy levels change so much. You really need to be just picking workouts that feel good. And like I say, I'm not saying you shouldn't push yourself or challenge yourself, but you should be listening to your body and not pushing yourself to the point where you're completely burning yourself out, because that's just really counterproductive and you end up getting really tired and worn out and just giving up. I've been loving my little lazy girl workouts at the minute. Little walkie on the treadmill, little hot girl walk. I like to put a little vlog on YouTube when I'm walking on the treadmill, and it just makes it a lot more fun.
Did go to yoga class.
Me too. Did you enjoy your matcha?
Yeah, it was really nice, thanks, Bob.
You're welcome, dear.
You know, it'd be good reformer Pilates.
Yeah, we did one.
I was injured then as well. I had my back thing then.
Yeah, that was we did one reformer Pilates class when we were at home like a year ago, and then never went back because it's just so fucking expensive where we live. But it was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that was a very easy class. It was at a health club in the countryside, because we were living with my parents who live in the countryside, so it was a lot of much older ladies. And I'm not saying if you're an older lady you can't exercise. I'm just saying I think it was more of a mobility class that we went to. So I would definitely like to get into reformer Pilates at some point. I think Australia is meant to be really good for reformer Pilates, but it's probably about $40 a bloody class. Pardon me. Oh, pardon me. I'm at the gym. You will have to forgive me. My camera is so steamy because it was in the aircon room and then I've come out into the heat. So it's kind of steamy. But I've been trying to have electrolytes when I've been working out as much as possible, because you just notice such a difference. It tastes like Sunny D. Do you remember that? And I always frigging spill it all over whenever I try and do this. Oh my god. We come to this cafe every day after the gym and I get my protein smoothie. It's a green smoothie, but I got chocolate protein today, so that's why it's brown. It's got avocado, spinach, cucumber, coconut milk. I can't remember what else, but it's so yummy. Well, I haven't tried it with the chocolate protein actually. They said they made extra by mistake, so I have extra. It's definitely nicer with the vanilla protein. But that just tastes like a chocolate shake. It's very yummy. It tastes a little bit like if you dipped a cucumber in some chocolate. Scrummy. Guys, this is a lot of smoothie for one stomach. I look so disheveled from the gym. Please excuse that. I just can't be bothered. Please to do anything about it. Also, this needs to be redone. Whatever. We are just sorting out our Australian bank accounts. We were going to apply for the tax number that you need, but you can't do it until you're in Australia, so we're going to have to do that when we get there. But we're just doing the bank accounts, and that's about it. Then I might do some editing, and I think we're just going to order some takeaway tonight instead of going out to eat and maybe watch a movie. Yeah, that sounds good. I will usually either do a bit of work, edit and whatnot earlier on in the day, and then we'll go to the gym later on in the day, and vice versa. Sometimes we'll squeeze the beach in, but it's a little bit cloudy today. A little bit cloudy it is indeed. Okay, scratch that, me lovers. You actually need an Australian mobile number to set up your bank account.
Big fat fail.
Big fat fail. So basically we can't do anything until we get there. So you know what, you try and be organised, you try and be proactive, and this is where it gets you. This is where it gets you. Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I've just done a little bit of editing this video actually. I'm trying to really be on my YouTube grind at the minute. I want to get at least one up a week, maybe two sometimes if I'm feeling juicy, and it's early 6, so it's not early 6 at all, is it? It's 5:25. We're gonna order dinner tonight and watch Bottoms. I've been wanting to watch that for a little while, I'm obsessed with Rachel Sennett at the minute. Anything she's in I want to watch. We watched Bodies, Bodies, Bodies the other night for the first time. It took me a long time. And I loved it. I really loved it. I love a whodunit. And I really like how they made it modern, but not in a cringy way. I mean, I feel like a lot of directors and writers these days try to make a film modern and try to make it relevant to people in their teens and their 20s, and they just do it in a really cringy way. But Bottoms, Bottoms, Bottoms was done in a very good way, in a realistic way, I think. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's one of those that I know I'll watch twice. We're gonna go to our favourite restaurant here. It's called Vegetable, and basically they do these incredible salad bowls. And the portions are huge and they're just so fucking good. We went there last night. I got the burrito bowl and it was so good. I think when people try and think about eating healthy, or they're more interested in eating healthily and healthy, because healthy is kind of a spectrum, they think about taking things away from their meals and making them less and smaller. And you know, you think of a salad and you just think of, people think they have to eat these garden salads, you know, and it's just leaf. But you know, when I'm having a salad, I like to bulk that baby up and get as many nutrients in there as possible. Lots of protein and... Go on. Go on. Show us your moves. Wow. You should be a oh, wow. Wow. Woo! You should be in the ballet, the New York Ballet. Oh, another one. You should be in Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah, I like to make sure I'm adding things into my meals to make sure they're just really satisfying and yummy, and you don't have to sacrifice taste and sacrifice satisfaction for a healthy meal. Do you know what I mean? I know I'm showing you my routine, and I know it's a little bit unrealistic at the minute because we are traveling, so you know, we're not living at home, we're ordering our food, and I obviously work for myself, so I know that might not be relatable for a lot of people, but you can take the premise of the routine and kind of apply it to your own life. You know, when I talk about workouts not being too intense, not pushing yourself too hard, I like to make sure I'm not overworking myself. To make sure if you even have a job where you're not working for yourself, you know, make sure you're still prioritizing yourself and prioritizing self-care and time with your friends, and you're not making your work your whole life, because then you just end up burning out. You know what I mean? So you can take little bits of this routine and apply it to your own life. And like I say, the routine, it's not strict, it's just kind of a general rule of thumb. Do you know what I mean? So you can apply it to your own life. Apply it to your own circumstances. Okay, the food is here. I don't know if this one's mine or if this one's Jamie's. I think it might, that's Jamie's. This one is mine. Get the forks, dear.
Get the forks, dear. Yeah.
And a knife. I know you like a knife. Oh, gorgeous. They fill these to the very brim. So it's tofu, edamame beans, mango, cabbage, sesame seeds, and then I added rice, and then it comes with this most tremendous peanut sauce. And I actually got two because I always run out and need two.
Stupendous confectionery.
Stupendous confectionery. There we go. Gorgeous. And Jamie's having the Mexican bowl that I had last night. Yummy.
Oh, they do fill them to the brim, don't they?
To the brim.
Nothing worse than when you go to eat somewhere and then decide to go for takeaway and then it's smaller.
So much smaller
Than when you went.
I already stuffed these into the packet.
Nervous.
Corny.
That's such a gay problem for being gay. No one hates us for being gay. Everyone hates us for being gay.
Oh, that looks so good. We're gonna have some of these Snickers slices. They're so good. It's like a chocolate ganache and then a caramel and a little base. They're so fudgy and delicious, and you don't have to take your little sweet treats out your diet in order to be healthy or whatever. Including them in your diet makes it healthy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's all about balance.